Choosing a new NATO chief may sound difficult, but this is not the only problem NATO has right now. The alliance has a new headache. Former German fighter pilots who could have shared NATO's tactics with China. Sounds alarming, right? Well, Germany sure is worried. The report first came out in German newspaper Der Spiegel. It says former German fighter pilots are training Chinese forces. Now, it is common for militaries to cooperate. They often share tactical and technical information. In fact, Germany has conducted military training programs with China before. But these are former German pilots. They are there on lucrative contracts. They are not bound by any rules or diktat. While serving in the army is a lifelong commitment, it is not so hard and fast right now. The reason for this is military contracting. Former officers now have a lot of options. They can take their skill sets elsewhere. But is that necessarily a good thing? Not really. There are fears that these pilots could have shared military secrets. Secrets like confidential operational tactics, practiced attack scenarios, and even crucial information about NATO air operations. Now, these are former Luftwaffe pilots. We're talking about Germany's aerial warfare. They learn crucial skills like suppression of enemy air defense and destruction of enemy air defense. Both of these are classic Luftwaffe forte. If they do pass this skill set to China, it could make the PLA a lethal force. It could help Beijing gain air superiority in any fight, especially in a fight against Taiwan. Germany too has the same fear. Now, legally, there's nothing wrong with this. This sort of private work does not violate any laws. But there's a legal grey zone. Retired service members often have retroactive service obligations. This means they must report the work they are doing. The ministry then conducts a security check and the employment can be denied. But Germany wants to stop this practice altogether. The defense minister is calling on China to end it. Last week, Boris Pistorius met his Chinese counterpart. This was at the Shangri-La Dialogue. He asked him to stop this policy immediately. Now, Pistorius says China did not deny the practice of hiring former pilots, but played down the significance. Basically, Beijing doesn't think this is a big deal. And why would they? They are the ones benefiting from this arrangement. Now, this practice is not new. It has been going on for a decade now. It is also not limited to Germany. This is a NATO-wide issue. Last year, there were similar reports from UK. It mentioned 30 former pilots of the British Royal Air Force. They were apparently advising the PLA, teaching them NATO tactics and Western military doctrine. So clearly, Beijing has had a long history of doing this, using Western know-how to help its military. Essentially, what they do is offer lucrative contracts and in return, steal secrets of Western military practices. But why is West or the NATO not alarmed yet? Are they underestimating China's growing military power, or are they consumed with a war at their borders? Either way, NATO needs to wake up to this problem. They need to safeguard their military doctrine. Germany seems to have realized this late. They are now looking at ways to stop this. UK too is mulling tightening its laws, but the alliance needs to act decisively. They must tackle this before it blows up. They must realize that prevention is better than cure.